put a stop to that real quick. That goddamn McGreevey story.
Ugh. Oh, he's touching even more now.
I'm not, Opie. That's a pack of lies.
Actually, we got the new Fox sitcom.
Oh, damn it.
What?
I just wanted to read some McGreevey things. But we're going to get some audio of this. He was on Oprah. I guess they taped it. They returned some transcripts. And it's about him and his first little romp with this guy.
What's the line, Anthony? I read on the transcript where he goes, Oprah, to put it plainly, I look at cock the way you look at a watermelon. And they both laughed and high-fived.
Because they both knew what they were talking about.
Both love them the same size.
Except you spit the seeds out, and I swallow them.
Well, this is the guy's response to what McGreevey said. Because McGreevey said it was some beautiful thing, and it was one of his... I hate to use the word, but one of his aides. It was somebody who I guess he had put in a position to work for him, besides Doggy Style.
Oh, Lance, stop with the talk.
I know. And he said it was very hard for him to come out of the closet like this. And one night, I guess he hooked up with this guy, and they started kissing. The aide, alleged ex-lover, and the McGreevey scandal. Let's see. Replaced with a mat. McGreevey had a van. The van's middle seat replaced with a mattress so he could fall asleep.
The van's middle seat replaced with a plunger with a fucking mushroom on it.
Both men fell asleep, but Sipple, the other guy, said he was awoken by what he thought was someone pulling on his right leg. In fact, he said it was McGreevey touching him inappropriately. He should have went into defense. It was a surrealistic scene. I go in a New Jersey vehicle and 3 state troopers, and there is a governor lying on the floor rubbing himself at my leg like a dog, the ex-aide said. Sipple said that when he got to Washington, he told McGreevey, don't ever do that again. Then I went to the toilet and vomited.
Did you?
In early 2002, he said McGreevey masturbated in bed in front of him with the governor's wife in the kitchen.
Who gets into these situations?
While recovering from a broken leg.
What do you do when there's a governor jerking off with a broken leg looking at you? What do you do? Out of respect, do you stand there for the state? Do you show me a backside just for taxes?
Well, Dina McGreevey was...
No masturbation without representation. They dumped tea in the harbor for that. Sorry, Andrew.
No, that's fine. This is all written down. I could always go back to it. While Dina McGreevey was in the hospital, the former governor tried to push him down on the bed, Sipple said. He pushed my chest and I fell on the bed. The governor was absolutely crazy, he said. The McGreevey book, The Confession, recalls the encounter differently as a passionate kiss that, quote, sent me through the roof. That's the actual clip, the transcript we need, because it talks about how McGreevey and this guy hooked up. They got together and started kissing out of nowhere, and they both got nude and crawled into bed. And McGreevey had said, that it sent him through the roof. It was one of the most passionate, memorable sexual moments of his life as they made love. You know, he's such a bottom.
You know, Golan.
He's a fag.
I bet you McGreevey likes his legs pushed back, and he likes to hear the smacking of another man's lips as his asshole is being filled with a telephone pole. He likes to hear the gentle smacking of another gentleman's lips.
Oh, God. What's going through your mind when you're just hearing a loose bag slapping your ass going...
I'll tell you what's probably going through your mind. Ow, 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 ooh, ow, ow. That's smart. That's smart.
We never developed past the 3rd grade on this show.
No.
Oh, motherfucker!
Yeah. Don't stop.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, when are we going to play Guess That Sound again? It's a good game.
It's a great game.
Love it.
We love that game. All right,
Yeah.
we got lazy
Yeah.
legs first.
We're doing lazy legs. I want to do homo governor.
Do you really?
How could we not play?
All right.
Now, did McGreevey on Oprah air already?
Yeah.
Oh, it did. Okay.
Yeah, it aired, so we talked about it. But I want to hear because from what I hear, he talks about his little truck stop or rest stop exploits, sexploits.
He's doing the rest areas. He's doing,
areas. This is
the alleyways.
He's the fucking governor of New Jersey at the time.
He was having sex while his wife was having a C-section.
Married. Yeah.
This guy is a good egg.
Married. Yeah, his wife is having a kid, and he is just out. He cannot get gay enough. The guy was trying to play hetero for so long that once that gay slipped out, he went so gay.
He said, fuck it.
He's going to friggin', he could have probably kept it on the QTs, the governor, Yeah, you could keep it quiet in the governor's mansion or something like that. But he's just, I gotta be gay.
How do you keep it quiet in the government's mansion?
People around everywhere.
I think you could probably, let's see, say you're going out for the night.
God bless you, sweetie.
Pick up your lover.
Yeah.
And bring him back as some type of business associate, and you need to do some work privately in the governor's office.
Then you eat his ass on your desk.
Right on the blotter.
And you spread his dirty, oniony cheeks, and you bury your gubernatorial face in them.
All right, you explained that.
There it is.
I need some...
all the ends of the pens on his desk smell like shit.
Because he chews him after he's an asshole.
Well, here he is on Oprah.
Oprah.
Just admitting to pretty much everything.
Yeah.
When I grew up, being gay was something that was shameful, something that was an abomination, something that was ridiculed. Who the heck is running towards that?
Yeah, I understand.
Every sensible person says, and you believe.
He said, who was running towards that? I said, you were ass first.
Oh, goddamn. Dude.
All right, we're not going to get an electrocuted. That's good.
Fucking McGreevey.
Pouring water all over everything.
Every sensible person says, and you believe with everything
so
you
this is the question. When you married Carrie, your first wife, did you think then, I'm no longer gay?
I thought, and let me just back up.
Okay.
You don't
Into a cock.
say.
It's the only way you like to get around, isn't it, Governor?
Back up.
Fucking brake lights on every car you ever have are worn out.
I thought, and let me just back up.
Okay.
You don't necessarily say that you're gay. I can say now I am gay, and I accept it, and I say it proudly. And
Do you?
to me, it's no difference of having brown eyes or blue eyes being gay.
It's kind of like having brown eyes, is it? Two in your head, one on your cock, and one settling on your mouth.
Sort of like having brown eyes. Oh, is he setting himself up?
Oh, my God. That's an asshole, sir, not a pinky ring.
By the way, got to interrupt all the fun.
Come on, Cleveland Fatties.
Gay, and I accept it, and I say it proudly. And for me, it's no difference of having brown eyes or blue eyes. Being gay is a grace, is a blessing from God, and it is who I am.
What?
But back then, I thought being gay was something I was fighting.
It's a blessing from God. You might want to read the Bible.
He
Yeah,
swung
exactly.
the other way, didn't he?
You might want to read a few chapters in the Bible.
God said that you should be smitten, not with another man, but killed.
That's pretty much, how the Bible sees it. Not much tolerance going on there as far as God's concerned with homosexuality.
No.
Wow.
Let's say hi to CJ in Georgia. CJ.
Hey, Yeah, I just want to say that the governor tied himself for the line of the day with that brown eye comment, and I just want to back up.
I want to back up into a brown eye.
That was great.
Oh, wait a minute. How could you do that?
Yeah, it's matter and antimatter. If two assholes meet at that speed.
Can't plug in the wrong ends of 2 extension cords. Yeah. Damn it. I'm an idiot.
One has to have a log coming out for them to lock.
Let's go to Tommy in New York.
Tommy.
Hey, hands down, Norton wins line of the day. Bury your gubernatorial face in it.
Gubernatorial face.
That was a good one. Let's go to Sarge from Whackbag. Sarge.
That is a good one.
I can picture Freddie Mercury going, mustache right, governor.
All right, back to the audio.
Yeah. Here's the second clip from Oprah.
But you speak of going, when you were in Washington, going behind the synagogue in the alley with other men. And so if you were doing that, were you ashamed of yourself in doing it? I remember you saying that when you went back there for the first time, you felt like you were...
I found people like me.
You felt like you were okay.
I found people like me.
Yeah.
Now the situation for me was unhealthy.
Synagogue.
It was bad, but I saw people that from all backgrounds, all job skills.
This is what I could understand as you were describing this place behind the synagogue in Washington Alley. Was that... It wasn't covered.
No,
so
it was open.
You're just in an alley having sex.
And having tryst, yes.
Yeah.
Tryst.
We'll be right back.
Having tryst. His voice is creeping me out. Having tryst.
He's getting more. He's getting more of an effeminate sound to his voice.
Yeah, he doesn't have to fake it anymore.
Yeah, Buffalo Bill.
Everyone knows the wife's gone. It's like, oh, fuck it.
You look like you could need help. Need a little help there, Big Daddy.
He's having tryst
with that big cock.
Chris in Ohio. Chris.
Norton, I want to give you some props on a line that I didn't think got nearly as many laughs as it should have.
I probably agree.
That's an asshole, sir, not a pinky ring. I got to nominate that for line of the day, too.
That is funny.
Thank you, sir. That was a homosexual reference to a man fingering the ass of another gentleman.
Jay in Boston?
Hey, I just wanted to call out Jimmy. He says the governor likes to back up. The brake lights are worn out on every car he ever had.
Oh, God damn it.
Brake lights, you jackass.
I meant to say, yeah, all right. Oh, sir, we all have little verbal tics.
All right, here we go. More from
by
Oprah.
trysts, by the way. I guess if she said you're having sex back there, he says, well, trysts. I guess he means oral. Like he doesn't want to commit to say that they were having sex.
He didn't say tryst.
What did he say? Tryst?
Tryst is
no,
the word.
tryst. I don't know what the word is for blowjobs with other men in a fucking alley.
No, that's fun. No, a tryst is not a gender thing. A tryst is like
like
right.
a little thing.
A little rendezvous.
Like
is it never pronounced tryst?
Yes, by dummies. And by it depends on what you define as a tryst as. Like,
I think you were making fun of me.
Oh, cut it out. You have a hand wipe. I was, to me, like when I meet a girl. Oh, he knocked the thing over on the... Anthony knocked his club soda all over the...
That's all right.
Guys, me and my friends would get together and have, and we would take fucking moist towelette mancations. We'd all go to places and wipe our hands with moist towelettes.
That's what I'm doing right now.
That's not a mancation in an alley.
Here's more audio from Oprah.
Yeah.
I think it's authentically challenging every day, even if you haven't lived, because you've got to be open to feelings. Mm-hmm. You've got to be open to love. You've got to be open to suffering. You've got to be open to trying to do God's will, not your own will.
You're open to intimacy. Don't shit all over your new friend.
You were hiding this lie about yourself.
Yes.
Did you think you were doing God's will?
I thought I was trying to be the best little boy. Yes, I thought I was trying to do what was right.
I bet he's been told that before.
Yeah.
Big cock buried in him. You're the best little boy.
He's been told that by being patted on the back of the head. You best little boy.
You're the best little boy.
Let's go to Ryan in Pennsylvania.
Two
Ryan
men fucking shish kebabbing him, agreeing with each other that old Jimbo is the best little boy. Old Governor Jimmykins.
Going over state policy on his back.
Like Caligula when he's stamping on. In the name of the Senate of the people of Rome. In the name of the Senate of the people of Rome.
Ryan, what's up?
Hey, boys, how you doing?
Good.
Hey, man.
New contest starring McGreevey, Faggy Pig Faggy.
Oh, wow.
All right. It's cracking him up.
I'm glad.
Kill me.
He's trying to help
As
the
you
joke
should.
along.
Yeah, please.
Let's say hi to Ron Burgundy.
Hey, guys, did this guy always, I don't know the New Jersey governor from anywhere, but did he always have the gay accent, or is that something?
Not like that.
He sounds deaf, dude. He sounds deaf.
Yeah.
Was he always deaf?
Did he always sound
I don't know.
rather?
I don't know.
Sounds like he's got the hearing fucked out of him.
The way, yeah.
Somebody caved his fucking eardrums in with a cock.
But where
Really?
does these accents come from? I don't get it.
It's hanging out with a lot of gay people. I think has given him more of an effeminate
No, I think
lilt in his voice.
I think he always talked like that, but he was so paranoid he tried to like talk.
Fix it.
Man
extra
his
straight and all that.
voice up a little bit.
Yeah.
You can let it go on a mancation, boys.
All
Thanks,
right.
gents. Watch out.
All right.
Gents.
Gents have a little cane and top hat.
Yeah.
We're gents here.
Flip.
I believe the governor lives in the governor's mansion, not the government's mansion.
Yeah, I know. I'm a little under the weather, and I'm on some fucking cold medicine. Give me a fucking break today.
Give him a break, would you,
And
sir?
I also lost my fucking place that I worked to get for fucking 6 months.
And he's worth
Anything else,
millions.
Flip?
Punching it.
Punching out.
I'm having a tough day. Here's more audio.
This is what I wanted to know. When you made love to your wife, what was that like?
Ugh.
Did you ever fall face first into a dumpster? Did you ever rub your genitals in sewage?
Well, let me set up the clip here, Jimmy. Ready?
This is what I wanted to know. When you made love to your wife, what was that like?
Eating aborted fetuses out of a dirty dead dog's asshole.
This is what I wanted to know. When you made love to your wife, what was that like?
I wonder if...
I got one.
Okay.
If you will.
This is what I wanted to know. When you made love to your wife, what was that like?
Boring.
This is what I wanted to know. When you made love to your wife, what was that like?
I wonder if anybody in our production crew has any answers for that question. I mean, I'm only curious because it seems like an interesting question
Yeah.
to ask the governor.
I got one before you got that. All right.
This is what I wanted to know. When you made love to your wife, what was that like?
All right. I think, yeah, somebody might.
This is what I wanted to know. When you made love to your wife, what was that like?
That's terrible. I'm sorry.
All right. Maybe something else. Oops.
And so your wife is in the...
What the hell happened there?
Uh-oh.
All right, hold on.
This is what I wanted to know. When you made love to your wife, what was that like?
Let's see.
Well, there might be somebody from this very show again that might have a comment.
This is what I wanted to know. When you made love to your wife, what was that like?
No, nothing's wrong. Just stay in the living room. I'll handle it. Get the fuck out now.
When she said, I don't have a cock, he said...
How'd your parents die?
Why would he say that? That would be silly.
Why not?
I don't have a cock.
No. Why not? How'd your parents die? Why not? How'd your parents die? Get the fuck out now.
Sorry. When you
obsessed
screw
with
up.
Steve, he's all I think of. The minute I leave here till the minute I get back, it's him.
What I wanted to know. When you made love to your wife, what was that like?
Just do it!
This is what I wanted to know. When you made love to your wife, what was that like?
Oh, dear Lord Jesus, this ain't happening, man. This can't be happening, man. This isn't happening.
Well, that's great. That's just fucking great, man. Now what the fuck are we supposed to do? We're some real pretty shit now, man.
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Oh, God. You're going to be okay. What? Or we're looking for a winner here.
Yeah.
This is what I wanted to know. When you made love to your wife, what was that like?
You can act like a man. What's the matter with you? Oh, exactly.
All right.
All right.
When takes for nothing!
Here's the clip.
This is what I wanted to know. When you made love to your wife, what was that like?
It was It was special.
It was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Long pause. It was a special. Yeah.
But he means in a way like retarded.
Yeah, like horrible.
Let's get a
special.
Let's go to My Jacket. My Jacket.
Hey, boys, how's it going?
Hey.
Just wanted to say, maybe you think, like in his little state office there, his little intern comes in to have a state bill signed. He's going to sign the bill. I'll just sign on the dotted line here. Let me grab a pen. Okay, I'm signing away. Oh, I got to suck your cock. His perv switch just went off.
You think his gay perv switch just went off in his head and he had it?
Going old school. I like that, My Jacket.
Cock.
Punch it out, guys.
Yeah, that.
This bill will help the state of New Jersey in getting money from the federal government at a rate. I need to put this in my ass. Did I say that?
The perv switch. Here's Jim telling another cute story. He's got lots of stories.
Say Governor McGreevey, because I'm Jim.
Oh.
So your wife is in the hospital.
Listen to this one.
Terrible, difficult C-section.
Awful C-section. And the pregnancy had been very difficult.
I bet you had to fuck her.
And tell me what happened.
The conception was awful, too.
Said, come over?
Wasn't it, Jimbo? I had to jerk off in a cup and dump it in before the temperature chilled. He had to jerk off into a funnel. He had to put like a fake man ass over a funnel and fuck it while it was on top of her vagina.
Very difficult.
And tell me what happened. You called him up and said, come over?
Golan was calling me repeatedly for a job. By this time, I had been elected governor.
Mm-hmm.
Golan's calling and calling and calling, and he wants to get together. And so I say, come over one night.
He wants to get together and do what, did you think?
I think talking about a job.
Talking about a job.
Yeah.
Tell me,
of the
you read
blow
on page
variety. Come on. Talking about a job. I bet.
Talking about a job.
Yeah.
Tell me, would you read on page 228? It's in the book, so it's not like you hadn't said it to somebody.
Oh, Oprah's not brave enough to read it.
Yeah.
Making him read it.
In his own words.
It was the wrong thing to do. I wasn't an ordinary citizen anymore. State troopers parked outside. My wife was recovering from a difficult pregnancy and a C-section in the hospital. And he was my employee. But I took Golan by the hand and led him upstairs to my bed.
Ugh.
We undressed, and he kissed me. It was the first time in my life that a kiss meant what it was supposed to mean.
We're both damned forever.
It was like a man emerging from 44 years in a cave to taste pure air for the first time.
Pure air.
Feel direct sunlight on the palate.
That is the last thing that he's...
I think you reversed it. It was like a man who had been breathing pure air for 44 years just nose dove into a cave. You reversing things, Goose.
Oh, you little maggot! You make me want to vomit!
Yeah, we got some audio, actually, up in the room there.
Do you want to kiss me, or want to kiss you on the mouth? Oh, fucking idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking idiot. Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot.
Show me how you suck a guy's cock. It's the last time I'm going to ask you. You ever suck a guy's cock?
Cave to taste pure air for the first time. Feel direct sunlight on the pallid skin. Warmth where there had only ever been a bone-chilling numbness.
Phone.
I pulled him to the bed and we made love like I always dreamed.
Oh.
A boastful, passionate, whispering, masculine kind of love.
Ew! Can you pause that, please? A boastful whispering. That's what he'd always dreamed of? Fucking some Israeli incompetent?
Oh, you like that, don't you, faggot?
Guy sucked at his job. I always wanted to fuck a Jew who wasn't qualified.
Years in a cave to taste pure air for the first time.
Oh,
feel direct sunlight on the pallid skin. Warmth where there had only ever been a bone-chilling numbness. I pulled him to the bed and we made love like I always dreamed. A boastful, passionate, whispering, masculine kind of love.
Oh, motherfucker!
Yeah. All right.
Wow.
One more clip.
That's a bit harsh.
They discuss Jim's past of anonymous gay sex.
Oh, no.
I mean, Governor McGreevey.
Ex-Governor McGreevey from the state of New Jersey.
Secretly, former New Jersey Governor Jim McGreevey says he carried on sexually with scores of men in seedy bookstores, city parks, and highway rest stops.
There was no gay bar that I could go to without being discovered. So the only place that I could discover who I was sadly in places of anonymity, or places in dark shadows, where I could begin to experiment sexually. And so my sex was condemned to hellish places.
I can't imagine, I really just can't even imagine what it would be like to live this lie your whole life and always wondering, wouldn't you be wondering about those guys you met in the back alley and in the bookstores? Wouldn't you be wondering about those guys coming forward?
Yeah, and you're filled with fear.
And you were saying you were tormented.
I was tormented.
Can I ask you a question?
That's not where you find love in the back of a booth. That's where you fulfill
That's
a
where you
physical
make
need.
buddies.
But that's not being godly. That's not finding love. That's not being godly.
What a creep.
Godly. What's he doing?
He's talking about being discovered. It's like, what do you, as the governor, what do you think's going to happen if somebody sees you strolling out of a fucking bookstore at 2 in the morning?
Yeah.
What a creep.
Yeah.
He got married through all this, right?
Yeah. I don't know if he got married. He was
married.
But, I mean, was he doing this before he got married?
I don't know.
During the marriage, obviously. What a creep.
Wow. That is something. Back alleys and rest areas.
Wherever there were cocks, there was me.
McGreevey was there. Coming home having to explain why his inner thighs are all chafed.
Changes
red from whiskers.
Changes his last name. Changes his last name to McGreevey.
He just couldn't get enough cock.
Jesus.
Jim McGreevey.
His little reading there was...
All right.
I have to go. I gotta go. What?